Gamesweasel.com. Review.
Those of you who follow my reviews know I've never been much of a Sonic fan. I've never been into the 2D games, and the 3D games are even worse. Sonic Colors is lauded as a return to form for the 2D series, but does it get me all in a spin? Let's find out. So Dr. Eggman is back to his usual tricks, and this time he's got a whole bunch of planets caught in a tractor beam, and is harvesting aliens called wisps to make a nasty super weapon. Luckily, Sonic can also use their powers as he zooms around the levels. Each wisp is a different colour and gives Sonic a new ability. Depending on which one he collects, he can turn into a fireball, a laser, a drill bit, and even a big black hole where he floats about and sucks in everything in his path. These bits do provide variety to the usual dashing and spinning around the levels, but for me the same problem exists, and that problem is the action being too fast. It helps that vertically the action is shown over both DS screens, but most of the time you're zooming left to right, which means you barely have time to react as enemies fly towards you. Thankfully, they've saved any pitfalls and instant deaths to the last two unlockable areas, but that still doesn't stop me feeling like the game is almost on autopilot. Boss battles are a little slower paced, and there are also some 3D sections where you must collect balls in a half pipe by moving Sonic about with the stylus. There are also tougher missions where you must kill a number of bad guys or collect a number of rings before the time runs out. These, like the last couple of levels of the game, feel a little too hard compared to the easy pace of the previous levels. What is a surprise is a decent multiplayer versus mode which you can play over Wi-Fi or with a friend with only one game card. For this, Sonic Team and Sega must be applauded. Sonic fans will love this title no doubt, but as usual, like Sonic himself, it just left me feeling a bit blue. Sonic Colors gets a good 6 out of 10 from me, but others may want to give it 7 or 8.
You've been watching a review from Gamesweasel. If you want to get the show each week, which includes video game reviews, news, previews, competitions and special features, then head over to Gamesweasel.com for our video podcast, Gamesweasel TV.
Gamesweasel.com.